I'm not going to mess with these. These are too pretty to really mess with. I'm going to keep those, but all these other solar panels, I'm going to take them off. I didn't glue them, I just dry fitted them in. I'm going to take all those solar panels off and I'm going to paint them gold. And I think it'll make this thing look a little bit more realistic. So, once I get done with this, I'll get that done, and then we will see if this thing looks any better. Well, hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to part 2 of this ISS, or International Space Station build that I've been doing. As you remember on the last episode, what we were doing, we were getting these modules put together and getting the stand or the base and coloring the globe that was on the base and stuff like that. And so I have gotten everything sub-assembled, ready to put everything together. So it's just going to be fun now to watch everything just come together and see this thing become a huge space station. So without further ado, let's get into the build and let's get this thing done. Thank y'all so much for watching, and folks, let's get to the build. So what the instruction manual has got me doing first is going through here with my smallest rod. So just pop that right in there. I'm going to use a little bit of super glue to do that with. Pop that right on there like that. Around it. And so the first thing I'm going to do is drop some super glue in there. And then put my rod through. So, there we go. I'm going to put it right there, kind of test fit it. Looks good. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my marker and going over the edges of the solar panels with gold. I should have done this in the first place instead of painted. I painted this by hand, and it was not easy whatsoever. So I'm just going over it with the gold, make it a little bit cleaner. But I found out that these solar panels, instructions told you to paint them blue, like midnight blue gloss. And I did it, and I actually used blue metallic by Tamiya on these. But on the rest of these, I used regular blue, sort of like it told me to do. And I got this thing on here, and I just didn't like the way it looked. And so I looked online and asked AI if the solar panels were ever once blue, and it said it either looks gold or brownish, a really dark brownish or goldish color. I'm not going to mess with these. These are too pretty to really mess with. I'm going to keep those, but all these other solar panels, I'm going to take them off. I didn't glue them, I just dry fitted them in. I'm going to take all those solar panels off, and I'm going to paint them gold. And I think it'll make this thing look a little bit more realistic. So, once I get done with this, I'll get that done, and then we will see if this thing looks any better. Okay, I just painted and put back on the solar panels, like all these right here. These, this, and some back there, and that looks, to me, that looks so much better. I actually like the blue contrast between the gold and the blue on these panels. It just, I don't know, looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. These were already glued in. That was glued in. So I had to paint these by hand. The rest of them I was able to pop them off because I didn't glue them in. And I was able to go in there and repaint them. So yeah, I'm so much more pleased with that effect. So much more. So yeah, it looks good. Okay, so let us put the remainder of the decals on very quickly. I've got a couple more to put on. And we will get this thing absolutely finished. And we will get to the reveal. So let's get it done. Alrighty, and the build is finally finished. Very interesting build, I must say. These things are so heavy, it almost can collapse on its own weight. But yeah, I'm extremely pleased with this kit. I'm extremely pleased with this build. Now you can see I've got these little astronauts here. The instructions suggest to use like a black string and put them on the end of it and let them like they're out in space floating, you know. I don't think I'm going to do that, but you can kind of get an idea of how big this thing is compared to these astronauts. Yeah, it's a pretty big station. Whew. It's big. I don't know what I'm going to do with this crazy thing. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I cannot pack it up, you know, to ship it, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it was a fun build nonetheless. So, with all that said, let's take some beauty shots of this thing and get some real close-up shots and see what this thing looks like. and then I will see you at the end. Alrighty, it's done. It's all finished, and it is definitely a big model of the International Space Station. Quite an impressive model. I really enjoyed it. It had, like I said, it had some issues. All model kits, I guess, have issues, but the thing that got me was it's just there's so much to this thing, you know, so much. There's no symmetry to it too much, except the solar rays. You know, you've got that pattern, but everything else, it's like everything's random. And that's just real life. I mean, you're not looking for pretty. You're not looking for making it look good, besides it's in space. So you're just wanting it to, you want it to be functional. And so that's what it's doing. It's being functional. One thing is these solar rays, they sag a little bit. That's because they're so heavy. They're so heavy that, yeah, ain't nothing you can do about that. But yeah. And I hope that encourages you to build one of these if you got one of these in your stash, or if you want to purchase one of these. Encourage you to tackle one of these and have a good time with it. If you remember when we revealed the big 40-inch Icarus from Planet of the Apes, the big Icarus. I'm getting supplies for it now, and I've just about gotten all my supplies for it. I'm getting with Stan over at Starling Technologies, and he's making a sound system for me for it. I got some pretty interesting plans lined up for that thing. But we probably got 2 more builds ahead of that one, and then we will probably be getting into that one after those 2 builds. The next build is going to be this one for my client, William. If you're watching, this is your submarine. And even though it's built here, mostly built and painted here, the next build we're going to build and paint it. So I know it's mixed up around here, but that's the way it goes. And also the next build after that one is going to be, for all of you Lost in Space fans, it's going to be the Jupiter 2 from Game Body. It's the big, I don't know if you've seen it, it's going to be 24 inches, I believe. It's going to be pretty big. But it's going to be like, it's going to have the upper and lower interior. It's kind of like a diorama thing. We're going to have a good time with that. We're going to do that build, and then after we get that build done, I think we're going to get into the Icarus. So it's going to be that one, the Jupiter 2, and then I think the Icarus. So we've got at least a couple more months ahead before we get into that Icarus, but we're going to have a good time. Thank y'all so very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching my build process of building this huge, massive monster of a model kit, and I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. With that, I guess I will let y'all go, and I will catch you on the next build, which will be that one back there. So, until I see y'all again, y'all please stay safe, take care, keep modeling, and I'll see you soon.